Hello, everybody. Steve Levy. I'm the founder of AmeriCARE Silicon Valley. We are part of a nationwide group of franchises, headquarter location in Atlanta, Georgia. Been in business for over 20 years now. Our little piece of the world is in its fifth year. We're located in Morgan Hill. And as we move through the time frames here, year after year, we learn a lot of things about ourselves. We certainly learn about what's required and what changes need to always come about. And I was thinking, well, what about something called quick tips? A lot of clients will call us up and they're really in the early stages of trying to figure out personal in-home care. We provide non-medical personal in-home care as a service. So that means we send a caregiver out to your home, your community. If you're living in an assisted living community, we would head over there and provide the ADLs, your activity daily requirements that are laid out in our in-home assessment. So all of this is done through a process. And, from a quick tips perspective, I think before you start to make those calls, as a family, really think about the location of where your loved one is going to be, if that person is going to be at your home or remain in their own home or assisted living community. Really discuss that as to how you want that lifestyle to be taken care of. And of course, wherever there's physical requirements like transfers, gate belts, Hoyer lifts, all of that should be jotted down, because these are the things that when we start working with you, it just makes the process go by a little better. We've created an actual form. It's called our service agreement. In that form, there's over 55 services that we publish, that we provide. And anybody who's just even thinking about a service as a tip, you can contact me and you can contact our agency, and we can send that out to you. You're under no obligation to sign anything by getting that document. It is an online document, and it will give you a ton of information about your rights as a client, state of California, resources locally, and also our services and our values that we provide. One of the things we do very uniquely, we believe, is when our service agreement is signed and we're ready to start your service, we will actually bring out our care manager, Tori Stewart, and the caregiver that she has identified as the right fit for your family. This person shows up together with Tori, and that way, that first day, that awkwardness, because we used to, in the early days of this agency, we would just send the caregiver out to your home. We don't do that anymore. We work with you, schedule a date, and then our supervisors will come out to your home with our caregiver and do an introduction. And that's a bidirectional introduction. The caregiver is given a warm first day and walk through. Then after about 2 or 3 weeks, you may get a call from us where we ask if we could bring a second caregiver out to your home. We pay for this. That person will do what's called a shadow service. And they will basically just watch and learn and get to know the family if the family's there at that time. But you now have somebody who is a backup to your primary care technician. So we keep doing this and changing and adjusting as we go. We don't like to make big adjustments. We like to make small incremental change that, as we learn from not only you and other owners in the area that we work with, feel free to give us your comments and lay out your needs as much as you can. So as you start the service, the other things to consider are you have an event coming up, and who do you call? Always call our care manager, Tori Stewart. Why? Because we want to be able to adjust your shift properly in our application, our web-based application that our care team basically brings to your home and is reviewing all the ADLs that are required for that particular shift. So if you call our caregiver, which you're more than welcome to do that. Most of our clients have access to the care caregiver's phone number if it's provided. That's something the caregiver must agree to do. It's not something we do. But if you call them directly and we don't know about it, the caregiver may show up as a red alert on our side, meaning they didn't show up, when in fact the shift was pushed out 2 hours. So just as a tip, call us first, talk to us, and then we'll talk to your care team member and see if they're available. It doesn't mean you can't talk to them about it, but give us a call. Make sure that the system is updated so that the flow of that day's events are uneventful. When a caregiver doesn't show up for a shift, we get what's called a red alert in our system. It happens at about 10 minutes late. We then have to call the caregiver, text the caregiver. They don't respond. We call their emergency contacts, and then we call our client. A lot of times they're already at your home, and it's a Wi-Fi issue or cell issue, and on it goes, right? Technology. But we have an obligation as the employer to make sure they're safe. And that's a process that we go through when there's a shift that hasn't been clocked in properly. So if someone is late and they show up, you can give us a call. You can text us. You can go into the family room with AmeriCARE and basically log in to your private portal and just send them some message saying that so-and-so has made it a little late, but made it. And that'll just give us an indication that everybody's safe. Very important. So the other thing to do is nutritionists. We have started to talk to some third-party companies about nutrition and programs for seniors. These are things that are available to you directly, but it's also something that we're starting to look at as far as an offering that we would connect you to a nutritionist for your loved ones, whoever it is that you want care for. We will not charge for this. We will mainly introduce the two parties together if you're so inclined, if that's something you need. So I hope these tips are interesting and are helpful, and I'll continue to do this. Please send me your messages about these on our website. You can go on and just comment, leave your thoughts, and also what type of information do you want in the future? Could be just about anything. So thank you for your time. Again, my name is Steve Levy. I'm the owner of AmeriCARE Silicon Valley.